Tarot. I hope that you guys are all doing great on this Monday evening. Well, it's still kind of, I guess it's evening, right? It's like 5. It's about to be 5 o'clock. So I guess we could count it as evening. But yes, nonetheless, hope that you're doing great. Hope that you had a nice weekend. I hope that, your Monday and your work week, all that stuff has been off to a good start. Um, excuse me. Yeah, so for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. And I hope that you like what you see here. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit that like button, all those things to help me connect with you energetically so that we can be in touch and that you'll be able to tap in when I am on. For those of you who are, my veterans who've been rocking with your girl for a while, welcome back. Greatly appreciate the continued support. I honestly don't think that I'm going to get a lot of people on here just because of the fact that I'm going on so early. I usually go on like 6, 7 o'clock, sometimes even 8 o'clock. So I'm going to try my luck here and see if people pop in or not. If not, it's more about the timing, I think, but it's fine. But I do see one of my favorite people in the whole wide world is here, Castor River. Check her out on her Facebook account because she does a lot of stuff on there, and also she does personal reading. So check my girl out. That is my soulie, my sister, my best friend. So yeah, check my girl out. Show some support. Yeah, just like how she shows me support, I gotta show her support. So yeah, we're gonna just kind of tap right on in and see what happens. I'm actually, ironically enough, I'm using a deck that she gifted me, the Fairy Oracle deck here. I haven't used them in about a month, so I'm like, you know what? I felt like I wanted to read, and I was like, I don't know what I want to read about. What did Spirit tell me to read about? And I got guided to use this deck. So we're gonna go with these, and yeah, let's see what comes out. Yeah, so I've already cleansed the space and the energy and myself. So we're just gonna kind of just tap in and see what's going on. All right, so when I split the deck, we have snail's pace, slow down, grounding, listen for the heartbeat of the earth, subtle energies, along with gossamer princess, communication, relationship, work to be done. Interesting. Okay, so I'm getting a couple of different things just from splitting the deck. I'm getting that, this is a time to just really, as I'm talking like a mile per minute, I can feel my heart rate going up. I have to kind of breathe, breathe. Take a time to take a breather. You know what I mean? Like, no more of the, being like all the way up here all the time. I'm getting people, that's fine. Why are you here, Lance? No, interested. Sorry. Okay, that's why you're here. You clearly were interested if you clicked on the video, dumbass. But anyway, yeah, so point being, some of you might just feel like you're all the way up here all the time. Take a breather. I'm getting people who might have like high anxiety. If you wear Fitbits and stuff like that, your heart rate might be up a lot. It's like, it's giving me that kind of thing. Fucking idiot. Yeah, so yeah. It's giving me like some of you guys might, really just be some of you guys might just be in this like super high energy all the time, always on the go, having a hard time just taking a breather. This is a time right now to woosah, maybe meditate, you know what I mean? Something like that, giving me that kind of vibe. I'm also getting that for some of you, this could also be like maybe part of the anxiety that you're feeling is you might have to communicate a very, very important message or something. There's something about relationships that could also be important at this time for some of you guys who end up resonating with this message. So let's see what's going on with the collective. All right, let's get down to business. First and most accurate messages for the collective energy, for those of you who can read. No, that was a little bit rude. I'm just being honest. Because I kind of get tired of saying the same shit all the time. But, yes, for the collective energy, because this is a collective reading, what do they need to know at this time for their highest good? First and most accurate. Alright, so we have the unicorn and the maiden. I'm actually turning off the messages because I can't focus because there's just too many stupid people here and I can't do it. Usually I could like read through it and I'm just like, not today. It's just some people are just really that damn dense that I'm just like, I can't. Alright. There we go. So you could go ahead and troll on somebody else's account. Maybe in a few minutes I'll turn the messages back on, or the messages back on, so that, or comments I should say, so that way the people who actually want to be here, you know, can you know, talk amongst themselves and things like that. I don't have time for this shit. All right, so we have scared to fly. Interesting. The right moment, and I don't think I've seen this card yet. The right moment, and it says sensing out the right timing. So yeah, that could explain why there's a lot of anxiety too, right? Finding the right time to maybe communicate a message to a person, or about something, right? Not sure what that's about yet. You know, it's going to look different for everybody who ends up watching, who does resonate with the message. So let's just see. All right, so let's dive deeper into this. Let's get a few messages from here, and then we are going to pull from the tarot. Excuse me. All right. Cry for nature. I saw this like maybe 2 or 3 times while I was shuffling. Mourning for something sacred which seems lost. Interesting. Very interesting. Not sure where that's going, but some of you might be in a mourning energy based on that particular card right there. Maybe maybe there was something that someone wanted to say to somebody who they couldn't say it to. So maybe, you know, passed on loved one. Sorry if that is the case for you. If it's about maybe somebody who you don't communicate with anymore, or communication is kind of, you know, a little bit sparse. You know, maybe this is just like a hard time for you because it's like there's something that needs to like kind of, I'm getting like throat chakra energy and heart chakra too, like something like that's really on your heart that you really want to communicate to somebody. Very interesting. Let's dive deeper. Let's see. Well, now that the fucktards are not here, I can probably put the chat back on. I just did that just for now because like there was just too many people being stupid on here and it was really annoying. So I will review the messages that seemed legit. I don't know what you're talking about. Great long paragraph for no reason. Yeah. But hi, Chelsea. Alright, so let's get a few more from here. Alright. Interesting. Alright, so we have, wow, okay. Getting something here. We have Dark Moon. It says maturation, growing up, introspection, know thyself. Interesting. And that came out along with, oh, okay, I'm getting a message. Let me tell you this first. Crystal magic, creation, dawn, the beginning. Okay, so as I'm seeing these cards, I'm kind of getting that a part of the anxieties and stuff that you might be feeling right now is partially, let me know if this resonates, But for some of you, it's got something to do with the fact that you've been doing a lot of, that inner work, working on yourself, doing the things that you need to do to improve yourself, um, growing, expanding in your life. And then it's almost like you almost like somewhat miss aspects of your old self a little bit. I'm getting something like that, for somebody. It won't be for every single person who watches, but I am getting a message along those lines where it's like, you know, you start doing that inner work, and then it's one of those things where you would be shocked how much you might miss certain parts of your old self, the person that you used to be. And now there's one person here in three likes. Number 13, death and rebirth. It's like, oh, in order to work on myself, I have to kind of like basically essentially kill off aspects of myself that are maladaptive, right? Things about myself that no longer serve me, so on and so forth, in order to welcome in the new beginnings, of this person who I'm becoming. I'm getting something along those lines. Let me know if that makes sense. But as I'm like really like, you know, picking up on the message, and it's like it will give you some anxiety. It's gonna make you feel like, damn, like I want to communicate, you know, with certain people. I might even want to communicate with myself, my old self. Like, damn, kind of miss that person sometimes, you know. I was just saying earlier today, I want to say, I miss who I was when I used to like be like a party animal and go out all the time, and I was like this like carefree person. I'm nothing like that anymore. I'm such a like a loner, and like I'm in the house all the time. I don't go anywhere. Like going to the grocery store is a chore. I'm like, I don't even want to do that. Like I'm like, do I have to get groceries? Do I have to do that? Like some of you might be feeling like that, really like a recluse, like stuck in the house and stuff like that. Let me know if that makes sense or resonates. But like, some of y'all might be just kind of experiencing like that trying to understand who you are at this time. It's a different version of yourself, and it's like sometimes you might miss like certain attributes and things about who you used to be. Maybe like again being maybe a free spirit, a carefree person who's just like doing whatever they wanted to do on a whim type shit, and now you're like more responsible, and it's like, should I do that? And it's like, you know what I mean? But you might miss some attributes of who you used to be, and that's perfectly fine. I'm getting something like that. It's giving me death and rebirth vibes, ego death, if you will. Here on the bottom of the deck we have glimpse. It says indigo, rainbow, and crystal children and beyond. So you might resonate with me, like it's giving me like starseed energy too. Like might be if you identify with that type of stuff at all. Red. Can you like move over? Oh no way. Move over. You better not hit that knee. Child of the moon, forgiveness, transcending the ego. Exactly. Did I not say ego death? And now there's again one person and three people one person and three legs. Yeah, it's definitely giving death and rebirth vibes. It's like, to step into this position of power that you have energetically and on a soul level. Now it's like, oh, I have to rise above. We have Barnabas and the Prince. I hope I'm saying that right. It says adventures, discovery, travel, meeting destiny. It's in the reverse. I'm getting maybe because like there is this power struggle within yourself about where you're meant to go. It's giving me something along those lines. Let's get like two more from here. I can see that this reading is not going to really get a lot of people. I hope that at least reaches the right person or people, but I don't see this reading going anywhere. So I might do a for those of you who actually are supportive of the reading, because other people I might make sure I purposely make you wait. I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that. But I might do like private or not private, personal readings after this. We'll see how I feel. Yeah. So we have Stardust here, premonition, galactic communications, beginnings and endings. And we did see this card a little while ago. And let's get one or two more from here. Yeah, I'm getting that some of you guys might have some gifts and abilities yourselves, and you're like trying to learn how to use them, which could give you some anxiety too. Like, how do I go about utilizing these gifts and things like that when I don't even know what the fuck this shit is? Riddle Fisher, exactly. Look at this. As I say what I just said. Riddle Fisher. Divination, seeking out and finding answers. So I do feel like for some of you, you know, you're kind of going into the divine a little bit. You're kind of, you know, trying to learn new things, figure out new things. I'm also getting that some of you, let me know if this resonates. Some of you might be seeing the numbers 35 and 8 a lot. I'm also getting that some of you might be seeing the number. I mentioned 13 earlier. I'm getting 13. I'm also getting 15 for some reason. I'm not sure why. But let me know if that resonates. You might be seeing variations of those numbers a lot as of lately, and there might be a reason for it. Let's get one more from here, and then we'll start pulling from the tarot. All right. The unicorn and the maiden. Communication with unicorn, purification, undercover action. Interesting. So it's kind of going back to what I was feeling before as I read the card and analyze it. There's almost like this sense of purity, right? There's something that you're meant to do. It's something very new. It's something that's a little bit scary. And it's hard to let go of certain parts of yourself as you do this. That's what I'm getting. And, okay, let me show you the card as well. I'm getting something along those lines. And it makes it kind of hard to be able to know how to, like, communicate, right? That throat chakra being a thing. I did mention earlier I was getting something between, like, you know, throat chakra and heart chakra energy. I had, like, this weird feeling right here. And I'm just like, what is all that about? Part of it could just be, again, like this connection to old self or old ways of doing things, old, like people from the past that you're kind of starting to rid yourself of with time. And now it's like, oh damn, I kind of still miss that. I still kind of want to go there sometimes. And it's like, oh, but this is not the time to do that anymore. And now you're just trying to figure it all out. You're like, I don't know what the hell this is. So we have, on the bottom of the deck, we have shimmer, glamour, confidence, allure, and charisma. I feel like this is a time to really step into your confidence about what it is that you're meant to do. Whatever that means for you. There's something that you're definitely like releasing and letting go of, and they really want you to like hone in on this. Now this is interesting how these cards came out. Let me read this one first because it's technically on the top of the deck. The Grail Fairy, fertility, the return of life, health, and life cycles. Interesting. It's almost like, and this was in the reverse, it's almost like by releasing the things that it is that you've been called to release, you're going to be really able to kind of nurture this new version of yourself that's coming through. And it is going to take time because it is very new. You also might be seeing the number 10 a lot, like 1010 or variations of it, like 1001, things like that. I'm getting something along those lines as well. 37, 73. You might be seeing numbers like that a lot, like on license plates and things like that. All right. Keeper of Secrets was right under that, and they can't, like, they were like split together. Like, that's why I was like, I gotta take both. I can't not take both. Use your discernment. Confide in a trusted friend. Keep silent about knowledge. Yeah, so this is a time to make sure that you don't tell too many people about your business. Maybe there might be people who are in your energy or your space. Maybe that's why that throat chakra energy keeps showing up, because there's people maybe who you want to be able to getting a message. There might be people who you want to share good news with and stuff like that, and they don't necessarily want to see you winning when you're winning or about to start, like, coming into your own, because these are people that you might be needed to be behind while you do this. Unfortunately, it does happen during our soul's evolution, as we're working on ourselves and we're doing what we need to do. Sometimes we have to understand not everybody's meant to be a part of that journey. As hard as that is to accept, it's a hard reality, a harsh reality. Not everybody's meant to be a part of that. So I'm getting something like that from some of you guys. So if you've been having like a really hard time with, like, for instance, if you've even been like feeling like, damn, I want to tell X, Y, and Z, whoever this person is, your friend, family member, whatever, coworker, like, damn, I got all this good news, but I don't feel comfortable telling them about the good news. There's a reason why you don't feel comfortable about telling them about that, because this is a person who energetically you don't connect with anymore, and you know that there's no connection there anymore, but you still want this person in your life to some capacity, and they're letting you know, this is not a person that's meant to be around anymore. Middle of the deck we have once was innocent. Knowledge means change. Yeah, the more that you've been learning about the things that have been happening in your life, the people, like, the people within your life who you've encountered, and what those relationships start to mean. Are they helping shape you in a positive way? If they're not, then those are relationships that have to kind of, get the boot, right? Again, makes it difficult. Notice there's not a lot of people here. Now, this was one of those like free readings that I do, which I do often. There would be easily 20, 30 people in here. But because of the fact that I'm talking real shit, those are always the readings that never really get a lot of people on it, and that's perfectly fine. I only want to reach the people who is meant to reach. People who actually care about their growth and expansion. That's what this reading is about. This isn't about, oh, does my ex-lover want to come back? Like, no, this is about, oh, there's people in your corner, your energy right now, 2233 when I said this, who your spirit guides want you to be aware of, so that you can do what you need to do for yourself, for self-preservation purposes. This is way more important than that kind of stuff. Way more important. This is about what it is that on a soul level that you're meant to do at this time, so that you can be in a better place, so that you can accomplish the things that you're meant to accomplish at this time. Again, not about exes and things like that. No judgment. I'm just making a point. You know what I mean? Like, and that's gonna rub people the wrong way, and that's perfectly fine. Do what you gotta do. But at the end of the day, they really want you to understand, like, there's certain things that you're meant to do at this time, to really accomplish a particular goal when it comes to a soul level, not just this 3D shit that we have going on, here, right? This is something that's a lot more important than that. So the people who end up watching and sticking around, those are the people who are meant to see this reading. The people who, tapped in only because they're like, oh, am I going to get something for free? Or is this a love reading? Like, no, this is it's deeper than that, okay? So I say that to make the point that, I do hope that this message reaches the right person or the right people, because this definitely seems a lot more in depth and a little more serious than some of the readings that might, pop up on here when we do the collectives. Yeah, you guys are going through tower moments and shit. This is just for me splitting the deck. So this is just a time right now of, restoration, right? But then again, we talked about that energy earlier of this high anxiety, this energy of feeling like, God damn, there's a lot going up. Like I feel like a lot of you guys feel like you've been up here for a while, like, not fed up wise, but just like, oh my God, like, when is it gonna get better? Like, always just, feeling high energy and just trying to figure out, okay, what's happening next. I'm getting something like that. And look, I just saw the world as I was shuffling. And Tower's here again as I'm shuffling. So it's like, yeah, Tower moment after Tower moment, just trying to figure it all out. Where are you meant to go at this time, right? Yeah. The thing is, it's like as you leave things behind you, right? Make a conscious effort and decision to leave things behind. That's when happiness comes through. Ace of Cups. Um, for some, it could be a romantic partnership. Others, it's just basically saying, this is a time to make a conscious effort and choice to say, okay, my happiness comes first. Putting yourself first, leaving things behind you that no longer serve you. Yeah, it's something along those lines. All right, so let's like kind of start cutting this reading out because I phase this out because I unfortunately it's not getting the. I mean, it could be because of the content. It could be because of the fact that it's so early. So it might be a mix of the two. But unfortunately on here I'm noticing more and more now that I'm doing like the free readings and stuff, people don't care about the collectives as much as they did originally. That was actually my meal ticket initially. That's what people came to watch. So now I'm almost like regretting doing those fucking readings because it's like there's this good content and nobody wants to watch. It's very sad, honestly. For those who end up watching later, like it's pretty sad because it's like you guys only, not you guys, I want to say like everybody, but a lot of people only care about their own motives and what they want in terms of in the moment, not thinking about their longevity and goals in life that they should be kind of focused on, right? Their soul's growth, not just the 3D bullshit. Is my ex gonna put back to like? I'm not gonna say who cares. Like I would be a liar if I were to say I've never gotten those kind of readings done. I would be a fucking liar. Of course I have. Oh, does my crush like me too? Like I would be lying if I said that I don't care about those kind of readings. I would be lying, but I care more about the readings that, and this is why this is what my page is geared towards mostly. What can you be doing for yourself on a deeper level so that you can grow and expand? Again, I know that's not going to be a thing that some people care about. Some people don't give a shit about that, and that's perfectly okay. But again, that's why I care more about making sure I reach the right audience versus a lot of people, and I think that's why my page is like at a slow start / pace, because it's about the people who actually want a deeper meaning in life, right? So we'll see, what pops out for you guys, and who ends up watching it later, so on and so forth. I am going to do like the personals after this. Don't you worry, because that's kind of been the MO lately. If you guys have been watching for a while, they should do like a collective and then the private stuff or vice versa. So don't you worry your pretty little heads. I will be doing that type of stuff too, but I am going to make a disclaimer in the beginning of that video. Because, yeah, what's going to start happening is I'm going to phase it out, or it's only going to be paid readings. So, just saying. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's kind of ridiculous that, you got 30-something people, 40 people here for the free stuff, free questions and things like that. But nobody wants to be here for stuff like this that's a little bit more serious. And that concerns me because it's letting me know that within the tarot community, the people who watch, and I'm not even going to look at the numbers right now. I don't give a shit about that. It's letting me know that people are watching this for the wrong reasons. Just going to say that right now. Tarot is not about, oh, will my partner come back? Will I meet the love of my life? Oh, is this my twin flame? Like, that's not how tarot works. But because of how diluted the community is now, and again, if I lose some people tonight, I really don't give a shit. At the end of the day, I want the people who are meant to be here, not the people who just want these type of questions answered. I want people who are trying to change their lives around. That's what I care about. I'm a life coach. I'm a teacher. Literally, a teacher. Like, a therapist. I went to school for that. I care about that shit way more than, oh, will my person come back? And I'm not knocking anybody. I promise you, I'm not. Because I get this, literally the same types of readings done. Okay? It's no judgment. But what I'm saying is, my page from the very beginning has always been, and this is what, like, while my page is like growing very, very slowly. I took a break for a while. Initially, this page, I almost never was doing love readings and stuff like that, and private stuff, all that stuff, for that reason, because I wanted this to be a place of growth, personal growth. That's what I care about more than anything. I want y'all on that journey with me so I can help you with that, and that's what these type of readings are about. So again, when the right people are here, it's cool. I don't mind it, and that's all I'm about. Like, even if I got one or two people who end up watching, I don't care. That's very important to me. But just understand, like, that energy connection. Like, there's an exchange of energy when I do what I do. I put a lot of effort into what I do when it comes to, like, all the other shit. All I'm saying is, if you're a subscriber, if you're really here and you're truly here, make sure that you're checking out these type of readings too, not just, oh, I want something for free. Because this is something that's meant to help you at this time. Will every message resonate? No. But for the ones that do make sense and it is resonating, all I'm asking, and almost any tarot reader will say the same, just make sure that you're showing that same support back and forth, because we do what we do out of the love of what we do to help other people, not just for money. I don't get paid for this shit. I'm not monetized. So it's like, you know, I get paid, like, on the side, like my personal stuff, that, like, my business. This is just social media. Like, I don't get paid for this. You know what I mean? So it's like, I might, like, do, like, discounted readings in here. That's not where my meal ticket is at. You know, I'm a life coach and I'm also a reader. And then I also teach. So, like, actually teach. So it's like, those of you know. So it's like, I just make that point just to say, like, I know I'm, like, probably, like, y'all probably like, okay, bitch, shut up and pull some more cards. But, like, it's almost like a deterrent on purpose. Like, I want the right people that are meant to be here to be on my channel. I don't want people who just want shit for free all the time. Don't put that out there. So if you want to grow and expand in your life, this is the right channel for you. If you just want shit for free all the fucking time, is what's gonna happen if I decide I'm gonna charge you every time I do a reading. Because there's a lot of readers who do that. I'm just saying, keep that as a mental note, because I might have to follow their blueprint. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you know. I can't be doing this shit just to do it. You know, I it's an exchange of energy. We're here together collectively, right? So I say all that to say, look, the tower is here again. So all I'm saying is, I'm here to help you guys. I'm a vessel. I am providing you with a service for free in most cases, where all I'm here to do is make sure that I am doing what I'm meant to do, what I've been called to do, deliver these messages so that you can work on yourselves, grow, expand, get more connected with yourself, your growth, get more connected to source, whatever that means to you. So for those of you who think that tarot readers are the devil and stuff, actually I'd be like, nah, I want you to connect with God. What does that look like for you? Connect with whatever that is. Whether that means going to church, building your own altar in your home, whatever that means. Like, I'm not here to judge nobody's beliefs. But I will say this. I just want to make sure that I connect with people who actually want to be helped and want to grow. That's all I'm saying. So again, if I lose a few subscribers tonight, I'm okay with that. Because I don't want the fakeness on here. I don't want that. I just don't. So, and that's the truth. Thank you, Spirit. So with all that said, I do love you guys for being supporters, and if you're newer to the page, you probably like, okay, bitch, like, I didn't come here for that. Like, just read some damn cards, please. But you know, like I said, I just wanted to put that tidbit out there because I'm noticing a trend here. Ever since I started doing the free stuff, everything's been declining in terms of numbers. And I'm just like, but when I do free stuff, the numbers are all the way up here. And I'm like, that's not even what this page was originally built on. I just decided to try something different. And like on one end, it's cool, like to connect with new people, but it'll be the people that will come in here and be like, oh, hey, can I, da-da-da? And I'm like, look at the title. It literally says collective. And then they get mad and then they leave. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, you can leave. But it's not gonna be fucking free readings every time. Like that's not what my page is about. It's not. You know, this is about us growing as a collective unit and working on ourselves. So I don't know why Spirit like made me like really go in on that. Cause I went in last week too about something kind of similar, and yeah, I'm gonna have to start narrowing it down a little bit. Yeah, keep my own guard up too, right? Keep my own guard up. It's Nine of Wands, and some of you guys might be feeling like that too. It's like maybe this is what it is. Maybe this is why Spirit told me all this shit. Hey, ISC. Now that's one of my supporters. And I also see Hosanna is here, you know, in the comments and saying some beautiful things. And I'm very thankful for you for being here. But yeah, so, all right, so what I was about to say, and Spirit kind of spoke for me, some of you might give a lot, a little too much. Right? Page of Pentacles. As I'm talking about giving, giving, giving. And before I even had a chance to get the words out of my mouth, I was about to say, you know, some of y'all might give too much to different people, different connections. And now you're realizing, well, damn, I am constantly giving. Yeah, you're constantly in this process, at least as of now, you're realizing this Hierophant here in the reverse on the top of the deck is giving me, you're reevaluating what you're doing, how much you're giving to other people. You're like, wait, hold the fuck. I gotta take some ownership over my life. The emperor, taking charge with authority in your life and saying, okay, yeah, enough's enough. You know, I have to make some conscious decisions here, Two of Swords, to say, okay, this is a time for me to be, you know, actually like really like buckle down and think to myself, so are these connections worth fostering or not? Exactly. Girl. You see the numbers, right? Normally by now there will be like 30 something likes, there will be like 40 people in here. But like normally. And watch what's gonna happen, because I already said I'm gonna go live again after this. And it will be for the free stuff. But what I'm gonna start doing, I might have to start doing only donation based stuff. And people are going to be upset about it. I'm going to be like, that sounds like a personal fucking problem to me. Because at the end of the day, I've been doing more than my fair share of giving. You know, this is already giving, right? I'm giving something for free. And motherfuckers don't understand how that works. You know what I mean? The same people who are here front and center all the time, all of a sudden are not here now. Or they were here and they left. You know, I'm not trying to call people out, but I'm at that point now where I'm realizing, now I see why people don't really like fucking with YouTube like that. Because it's like, unless it's always collective, now I see why. Because there's a lot of people who were in the same position. They're like, yeah, no. People take advantage and they don't want to actually like help you grow your channel. They don't want to, like, it's an exchange. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just do everything like for everybody and then like expect like, or like, and not get anything back in return. Like, it's an exchange of energy, and they don't understand that. Would you go to your job and do shit for free? I'm gonna start saying that. Would you? Your boss told you to just say, oh, I'm just gonna do this, like, I'm using my expertise for free, and I get nothing out of it. Nothing. That sounds fucking crazy, doesn't it? It's the same concept. So it's like, but people don't understand that. Because they think, oh, because we're just playing with fucking cards. Like, no, it's not a game. For real readers, this is not a game. This is like, this, we take this very seriously. you know, especially those of us who actually really care about helping people. Now, there are readers who are gimmicky and stuff. I'm not one of those readers. You know, like I actually care about the people who are watching. I want to help people grow and expand, you know. Yeah. I want to help you get to this, 10 of Pentacles. You know. Um, Now, also looking at that card too, I was about to say for some of you it could be more like a family. Well, I was gonna say weird like that. Family dynamic that might have contributed to some of this. King of Pentacles on the top. Nine of Pentacles. Like for some of you, you ended a relationship with somebody, possibly a marriage, where now it's like, oh, I haven't really released this. Maybe there's something that you still want to say to this person that you haven't been able to say. I'm getting something like that for somebody too, based on the cards that we saw earlier. Yeah, and it's like you know that you need to release this fully, but it's still kind of like lingering ass energy that has to go. You know, especially as you're working on yourself, you're becoming this new person, this new phase that you're going through of your life to, you know, go towards the things that it is that you're trying to manifest and so on and so forth. It's like, oh, well, it's kind of hard to do that when I still have things I want to say to this person, or there's this part of myself that I kind of missed from before. Well, you gotta let those things go. Those parts of yourself, I want to say they don't exist, but you know, you're kind of being asked to let those parts of yourself go so that you can go into this new journey. And like I said, for some of you, it's literally relationship, like a marriage or higher level of commitment with somebody that has ended in the recent past, or it could be a part of your own self. For some, this is a little more specific. For some, it could be more about like, you know, a family, like your like parents and things like that, like literally family, like blood family, like realizing that you have to be some people. Sirens going off in the background when I say this. For some of you, it could be more like you're really in a point in your life where you're questioning everything about what you thought you knew when it comes to family dynamics and religion and belief systems and things like that. And that's been an energy that's been showing up a lot lately, just in general. Like, you're getting something like that. Again, let me know if it resonates, and leave it if it doesn't. But yeah, we have the Seven of Wands. This energy of standing up for what you believe in, you know, standing up for yourself, something along those lines, right? Exactly. So you get it, right? Wow. Yeah. Saying, wanting to say so much and having to understand that sometimes we have to leave those things behind, as hard as that may be. In those moments, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. This is very burdensome for some. Burdensome for some. That's yeah. Right now, they really want you to focus on self. Focus on work, getting your money right. Some of you might even be dealing with this. Seems kind of specific. You might be dealing with financial, not hardships, but just like a little bit burdened when it comes to work. Not necessarily the financial part necessarily, but like maybe just work has been really, really difficult. It could be financial, but it could just be more like the fact that like, you know, maybe feeling overworked and not getting enough out of it. Again, not necessarily underpaid per se. That could be it too for some, but I'm also getting more so just the fact that you feel like you've been working just way too hard. I'm getting like, it might be a time to kind of have fun, do something for yourself, restore your body. Star wanted to come out, yeah. Holding your own, standing your ground. Yeah, I think a lot of you guys are getting out of financial. Maybe that's why I kept saying like I'm not really picking up on financial hardship, but it kind of is there. Look, Five of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom. It's like, I think you guys, by standing up for yourself, is allowing you to move forward into a new energy. I don't know why I was going to say it like that. Energy of getting out of that, right? I feel like you guys were in your head for a long time about what this decision might have had to be, how to go about doing it. Hence why there's anxieties here. Hence why it's hard to say what you need to say, speaking up for yourself and things like that. Because again, this reading, even though I did go a pretty long time, like I just said, fuck it, I'm just keep reading. I'm not like, sometimes I know I did it on, I think, Friday night or something like that, or was it Saturday? I forgot what night it was, but one night I went live, and then I could not get jiggy with the energy at all. And I was like, I was on there for maybe 15 minutes tops. And I was like, and y'all know, for those of you who know, I go on here for at least an hour usually. A reading that's less than an hour is like rare. Not to say it doesn't happen, because this one's going to be less than an hour, but like, it's rare. I usually go for at least an hour, sometimes up to almost 2. Easily. That's why I'm like, y'all motherfuckers are ungrateful. Like, I provide y'all with some quality shit on here. Y'all just don't get it. But anyway. We got Ace of Wands here. I like that. Yeah. That's nice. Because that's actually the last card I'm going to pull from the tarot. New beginnings. We saw, I think, 2 cards that said something about new beginnings before. One of them was officially on the spread, and then another one was in the deck itself. But point being, passionate new beginnings are here. You're really reshaping things. But the thing is, I think the past it's the best of you. Sometimes you gotta let that shit go. Yeah, you gotta let the past go. The past is the thing that's holding you back from moving on. I said this earlier, way earlier in the beginning of the reading, and now we're getting the energy again, but more prominent. Yeah, this is definitely a time to just start releasing that stuff, that stuff that's been holding you back. You gotta, because you're holding yourself back from things that is okay. A couple of things that that you're meant to do, for starters, and things that you want to do. This whole pussyfooting around everybody else, and mourning losses of connections that no longer serve you, parts of yourself that also don't serve you anymore, maladaptive behaviors. I'm getting stuff like that. It's like, for what? For why? For who? It ain't for you, right? It's done. You gotta let this shit go. Not one of those little fluffy, cute little readings right now, right? This is a little more intense, a little more serious. Yeah, but this is what Spirit wanted me to tell you. There's a reason why I got drawn to the cards that I pulled from, and yeah. Hey Gia, how are you? I remember your name. Yeah, and did I not say, for some of you this might go back to childhood, your parents and shit. Come on now, Spirit ain't fucking playing. They said you are currently healing old emotional wounds, and then it also says time to lighten up. And I said something about this way earlier in the reading too. I said this might be a time to take a breather. I literally did a demonstration of how to do deep breaths. You may be taking life too seriously. Time to take a breather. Something about your childhood might even give you some type of anxiety. It could be your parents or something. Guys, for those of you who want something a little bit more in depth and serious when it comes to a reading, even though it's a collective reading, this reading there's a lot going on in here, a lot of layers and parts to dissect and understand, but these are all meant to help you on your path at this time, for those of you who do end up resonating. So I would strongly suggest, if you want something that's a little bit more serious in terms of reading, watch this from the beginning, because there's definitely a lot going on here. We have the magic touch here on the bottom of the deck. You are accessing the true magic from deep within. Yes, seeing more about yourself, so that you can understand what it is that you're meant to do, right? Digging deeper in to yourself, understanding the things that need to be released, the things that can be worked on. It's giving me shadow work and inner work for sure. Severing ties where it need be, even if it's parts of yourself that you have to cut off. That was an energy that showed up way early in the reading, and now it's showing up again, and showed up throughout the reading. So I'm gonna get maybe 3 cards from here, and guess what? I am going to go live again after this. I have not decided. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have not decided if I'm gonna just do donation-based readings this next live, or if I'm gonna do free, because I'm slightly disappointed. I know this is not about money, but what I will say is this: the least that those of you who are my subscribers and claim that you guys resonate with readings and stuff like that, the least y'all could do is show up for the collectors. I don't ask for shit for you guys. I do shit for free all the time. This is how we build channels. This is how we show support. I support plenty of my fellow readers all the time doing the same thing. It's not that hard. Like, watch a fucking reading. You know what I mean? Like, just I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just being honest, because I'm noticing a pattern here, and something's gonna have to happen, because I was doing fine before I started doing the free readings and stuff like that. Before that, my collective readings had plenty of people. And now I'm noticing it's dwindling, not because of the content. The content is there. That's not the issue. It's the fact that people want everything for fucking free. I want a free reading for myself, and that's all I want. Okay, great. I get it. Who doesn't want something for free? But the point I'm making here is, you guys have to understand that when we do what we do, when I say we, I mean readers, content creators, we're doing this honestly because at least for what I do. One, because I care. I want to help people. But I also hope to get some type of support in exchange. I'm not asking for money. I'm asking for your support in terms of being here as a part of the collective energy. That's what I do. So if people were doing it before I started doing that, clearly I could build my channel back up to that slowly but surely without doing free shit. So don't mess it up for yourselves by not engaging and things like that, because it does. What happens is, for those of you who understand how content creation works, when those numbers start to dwindle and stuff like that, but certain ones spike, and it messes up the whole algorithm, and then I don't get noticed, and it's a whole thing. So all I'm saying is, I don't want money or any of that. Just, if you're going to be a true subscriber, show up, watch the readings. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go back to being just collective readings, and you ain't going to get shit unless you pay. So make up your mind on that, and you can unsubscribe if that bothers you. I said it earlier, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it probably in the next video too. So again, I don't want to, beat a dead horse here, but, it is an exchange of energy. You're getting something for free. The least you can do is be supportive, like truly supportive, right? So, and if you don't like it, tough titty, as my grandmother would say, you could unsubscribe. And any reader would probably say something very similar. Then again, there's readers who only do paid readings on their channels. So there's that too. So it's like, come on now. Just saying. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just being honest. All right, so we have resolve here. This is a period of indecision and inner conflict. Exactly. We talked about this earlier. And it's time to make a decision. Wow, you can't make this stuff up even if you wanted to. Wow. You cannot make this stuff up. All right, so let's get like maybe 2 more from here, and that'll be the end of that. And then I'm going to set up for the next reading. Like I said, I haven't decided if I'm going to do donation-based only or I'm going to still do free. Knowing me, being as nice as I am, I probably still do free. But just saying, it might be donation-based only. Because, yeah, something's got to give here. All right, so we have unwavering faith, which says you are being asked to have faith in the unseen. faith, along with heavenly helpers. Yeah, it's definitely about faith. Your spiritual team is guiding you through this difficult situation. Yeah. So there's a lot that's going on here with you guys, right? You know, kind of having faith in the unknown, faith in the unseen. How do I go about doing this? But the thing is, the whole point is you guys are being guided right now at this moment to do something. In particular, letting go of old ways of doing things, old ways about yourself, releasing, certain people and situations in your life that you know have not been working for you. Those burdens that have been holding you down for a long time. And the thing that makes it scary is because one is familiar, and two, it's, well, aside from being familiar, it really is all you know. That it goes hand in hand. So embarking on a new phase and journey of life is like, whoa, what the fuck is this? This is confusing. It's scary. I don't know what I'm doing. It's giving me, like, I'm shocked that the Fool didn't show up, but it's giving me the Fool energy. Something completely new and different. But there are things happening that are being set up for you, things that are aligning for you right now as you're watching this video and as I speak, that are happening behind the scenes that you just don't see yet, but you probably feel it, and you're just like, well, when is it gonna happen? You just have to have some more faith. And I'm back to like how I was in the very beginning of this reading, where I was like, I could barely breathe, like I'm all the way like up here, like what's my heart rate right now? I'm just sitting, like, and my heart rate is like, it's like 86. I'm just sitting, like my heart rate, my resting heart rate is usually like 75. Like I'm just chilling. Like I'm not irate, nothing. And I'm just like, but why is my heart rate up? So like I could feel it. And then like earlier it actually got up like in the 90s, which again, as a resting heart rate, very high, right? So it's like, at least for me, I mean, I don't know about for you guys, but like for me, that's pretty high. Even high blood pressure and all that stuff that I've got going on, that's high. So it's like, just like the anxieties and stuff attached to all this, right? Just like not knowing what the hell's happening, might be losing sleep, getting that for sure for somebody. Just not knowing what the hell's going on, As I say, might be not sleeping well, restlessness. Find a way to calm the waters of your mind. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. And thank you for that suggestion, Naya. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because enough's enough. I know I sound like I'm being kind of a bitch right now. But I have to be honest. Like, it's like, I'm seeing this, and this is not just my channel. It's happening on a lot of channels now. Everybody's getting so comfortable with that. And Facebook too, stuff like that. It's like, it's people are so comfortable with it now. And it's like, you know what? I'm about to be like the people who only charge, and that's it. And that is it. Because their channels are flourishing. The free ones, they get nobody. It's the craziest shit ever. It makes no sense. But anyway. So we have surrender. Release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. There we go. Yeah. Releasing, letting go, for sure. Seeker of truth. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances, right? That's probably why I'm feeling how I'm feeling right now. It's like, I feel like it's like a weird feeling in my chest right now, where it's like really on edge. I feel like a lot of you guys, like, almost like people got you fucked up, because that could be part of what it is. People got you fucked up and it got you go hot, right? It's like, damn, like, but whether it's work related, whatever, like, you're looking at the relationships in your life right now. I think that's really what it is. Like, you're looking at relationships in your life, and you know that something ain't right, something is amiss, and you're like, okay, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some pimping in it. But I think a lot of you guys probably will resonate with that. It's like you're really sitting down and like reevaluating these different relationships, and you're like, yo, what the fuck? Let me get this straight. So I do this and that for this person or for this job, blah, blah, bending over backwards, blah 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 blah. For what? To get nothing? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy talk, right? Again, would you do anything for free at your job? something you're super skilled at. When you do things for your friend, oh, Lati is live. God damn it, Lati. Every time. I don't know what it is. Like, we both keep going on at the same time nowadays, Aya. Um, so if you gotta go check her out, I understand it. Um, but yeah, it's like, this is crazy, you know? When we reevaluate relationships and stuff in our lives, that's one of the things that we have to start asking, like, is it worth it? Does this person pour into me the way I pour into them? Right? Things like that. I think that's very important, and I think that's kind of why I'm like on edge right now. Like I'm my own experiences are showing up in the reading because of the fact that this is something you guys are going through too. Excuse me, just in a different way, right? Different capacity, but nonetheless, feeling kind of like overburdened and whatnot with the fact that you feel like you have to show up for everybody and then nobody shows up for you. It's like that's a very it's a lonely position to be in, right? It doesn't make you feel good. And it's like when you want to foster relationships that are meaningful, but what if you don't mean the same thing to the people that are meaningful to you? Ask yourself that. Actually really want you guys to like do some fucking homework right now. Like sit down with a fucking journal and like and ask yourself those questions. Like, what do these relationships mean to me, and do they demonstrate that I mean the same to them? Ask yourself that. I think that's gonna make you reevaluate a lot of those relationships. I will say that much. Just saying. So, anyway. That was the middle of that. Generosity. There you go. Overextending, guys. Now, granted, this card, reading intuitively, this card definitely does not mean what it's saying here. But let me explain. Giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed right now. In this case, no. Why? Because they're saying surrender that idea. Alright? They're saying surrender that shit. They're like, absolutely fucking not. You've been doing that long enough. This is a time to start understanding that people need to meet you halfway. If you're doing everything all the time in your relationships, that's not healthy. And that's not a true relationship. It's very one-sided, not cool. So this is the time to reevaluate that. So with all that said, let's see what Aya said. She definitely said something. Yeah. See, you understand. That's so crazy though, but that's how you know we're all connected though. So for those of you who are still here, check out Aya Inspired Tarot. She's really great. She already just said that she does mostly shorts right now, but she is also on Facebook and she does private readings. Check her out. She's fucking great. And then our girl that's live right now, I'm like, God darn it, and I'm about to go live again after this. I'm like, shit. So I'm gonna have to probably just check her out later. Check out Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. She's awesome. And it's funny because a lot of the people who have been connecting with her connect with me now on here, which is really cool. I love the people who do happen to tap in and stuff because like that energy, like we just bounce off of each other, and it's really really nice. So yeah, I I highly recommend those beautiful women, those beautiful individuals, as well as Castor River. I don't know if she's still in here right now, but she was here earlier. She's not really on here much on YouTube, but she is on Facebook. And again, another reader who does private readings. These are people who I go to. Okay, so I'm just saying, they're the real deal Holyfield. Check them out. Absolutely amazing at what they do. These are people who are part of my tribe. As I'm trying to build up my tribe with you guys. I'm just saying, putting that out there. Amazing readers. So with all that said, I am going to go live again. I have not decided if I'm doing donation-based or free readings yet. Haven't decided yet. I might do donation. I don't fucking know. I really don't. We'll see. But, yeah. It's got, like, really cold all of a sudden. Whew. That's usually what happens when I end readings. I get like frozen. My hands are freezing. Like they look pale and everything. They're like, you know, like when you're cold and your fingertips like start shriveling up. That's what's happening right now. I'm like, damn. I was just like very, very comfortable a second ago. What the hell happened? But yeah, I think because the reading is over. Yeah, whatever I needed to say, I got it out, I guess. But yeah, so I love you guys, and I know I was kind of talking a little bit of shit, and I apologize if I sounded a little bit bitchy. It's just I really want us to understand on this channel that this is a collective thing. Keyword collective, right? I support you. I hope that you support me. If you're gonna be on here just to be like a ghost watcher type of thing or only want things for free, then I'd rather not have that subscriber because it actually brings the algorithm down and it messes up the metrics. Like I don't want that. You know? At this point it's quality over quantity. You know what I mean? So don't just be here just to be here. You know what I mean? Like actually be here to show up. Like the people who have been showing up have been doing. That's how we've been building this channel up. So I want to keep that momentum going. Okay? I do happen to do collectives that are meant to help people, help bring you up, help elevate you. Okay? Keep that in mind. Then are they going to resonate every single time? No. A lot of them will. You know, we're going to be talking about some heavy topics on this channel. We're going to be talking about childhood trauma, including things like molestation and all kind of stuff. I mean, we're gonna be talking about some heavy shit on here. Okay, we're gonna be talking about things like that. We're gonna be talking about past life experiences. We're gonna be talking about self-love and self-care. We're gonna be talking about the moon energies. We're gonna be talking about a little bit of everything on here. Just understand, okay, just understand that the same support that you guys give me for the free readings and stuff, private readings or personal readings, I should say, I hope to see that also translate in the collectives. That's all I'm saying. Otherwise, don't even be on here. Just saying. I know it sounds like I'm being a little bit of a bitch, but I'm just being honest. So, with all that said, and then we have Azrael, thank you for admiring my beauty. I appreciate that too. But with all that said, I am going to tap in again and probably about what time is it right now? I'm like really early today because usually this is what time I go on for my first reading. Yeah, probably in the next like maybe 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes from now, I'll be back with the free stuff. It's probably gonna be free as I'm talking all that shit. But I'm just hoping that what I said makes sense. So with all that said, I love you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for those who, you know, hit that like button and showed your support. I hope to see you guys in the next reading. And yeah, I do keep a mental note of the people who I see, you know, actually engaging and watching. So you never know. I might do freebies and shit on here, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, why they get signed for free? Yeah, because they're a supporter. That's why. Just saying. Let me stop. Alright, I love you guys. All right, so until next time, which is like I said, in about 10-15 minutes. I'll see y'all later. Bye.